Okay, so on number 13, the U and the V are 3, -4. We're supposed to find the angle between them. So we're just gonna basically plug stuff into this formula right here. And use that to solve for theta. So 3, -4, and 3, 4 are U and V. So the dot product is 3 times 3 plus -4 times 4, which equals 9 minus 16 is -7. Okay, that's the top. And then the bottom is, make sure I copied that right. You guys remember how to find the magnitude of?
You do the Pythagorean.
Right, it's 3 squared plus -4 squared equals c squared, basically. You guys remember what makes a right triangle? 3, 4, 5 was a right triangle. So both of these are going to come out as 5 on the bottom. And 5 times 5 is 25. Is this the answer?
No.
No. Theta is the answer. We're looking for that angle. So cosine of theta equals -7. So how do we find the angle?
Cosine inverse.
Cosine inverse. Whatever that comes out to.
73
That's not right.
It's supposed to be 45.
Oh wait, I forgot to do negative.
No, it's not 45 either.
It's 106 points.
Yeah, that's it.
0.3.
Yeah. 106.3 is what you should get. Okay, 15 through 18, those are kind of all the same. A little bit trickier. You don't need graph paper, but to explain it, I'm going to need graph. Oh gosh, wow, that's way off. What are you doing? Nope, cancel. Okay, fine.
Did you
Okay.
say we need graph paper for?
No, you don't need it, but I'm gonna need a graph to explain it. So when it says A is 1, 5, that means A is just a point. It's not a vector. We've been doing vectors so long. Yeah, A is just a point. And B is 4, 6. And C is 2, 8. It's a little bit off my graph. This is really screwing up. Try and fix it. Bad orientation point. Whatever. Too screwed up to even do this. It asked me the last one. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Alright, so what's it say? Find the measure of angle A. So basically they're talking about a triangle here. How would I find angle A? Well, we're going to use the vector formula we just did earlier. But what would this vector be right here? It wouldn't be 2, 8. It would only be 1, 3. You guys see what I'm saying? So we'll call it the U vector is 1, 3. And what would or you could call it vector AC. That would be like you guys remember the vector symbol. How about this vector?
3,
3, 1. You don't really need a picture to do this. You just need to figure out how far is A from C. You go, the X goes up 1, the Y goes up 3. how far is A from B? The X goes up 3 and the Y goes up 1. So that's basically our U and V. And then we're going to do the same thing we did on the last problem. So we need the dot product of that. So 1 times 3 plus 3 times 1. Yeah, is 6 over the magnitude of this times the magnitude of this. So, right, 3 squared plus 1 squared is 10, square root of 10, square root of 10. Square root of 10 times square root of 10 is 10. So, right, so cosine of theta equals that, so that means...
Wait, where do you get the 10 from? You multiply
sorry, yeah. Remember how we found the magnitude, like the length of 1, 3, the length of
Yeah.
like this thing? Basically, it's the Pythagorean theorem. You do 1 squared plus 3 squared equals this squared. So 1 squared plus 3 squared is 10, and the square root of that is square root of 10. And the square root of that, and this one would be square root of 10 also, because it's the same. But square root of 10 times square root of 10 is 10. So we need to do cosine inverse of 6/10, or you could do 3/5 or whatever. Wait, it was asking for the angle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
53.
Yeah, it should be 53.1.
So you define the two adjacent vectors.
Yeah, so on 16, it's same thing, asking for A. So vector AB would be how far, like what would vector AB have to be? You're going from -5 to -3 on the x direction.
2.
So that's going up 2. And then the y is going from 1 to 3, so that's going up 2. So your first vector is like 2, 2. And then the second vector going from A to C, yeah, it's going up 7 and up 1. So 7, 1 would be like your second vector. All right, number 17, got a couple left. 17. Okay, it's almost the same thing, but it doesn't ask us to find the angle. It just says verify that cosine of p. So basically, if we do u dot v over magnitude of u times magnitude of v, does that equal 2 over square root of 5? That's what we're trying to prove. So on 17, so and P would be like the angle that we're looking for. So we need to find vector PQ and vector PR for the two vectors around that angle. So what would vector PR be for number 17? It's going, let's see. Oh, I said PR, didn't I? I meant PQ, sorry. Yeah, you're right, Landon. I'll go ahead and write that one down. PR is 3, 4. And then PQ, oops, it's 2, 1. And so this is like vector U, vector V, doesn't really matter. But so the dot product would be 3 times 2 plus 4 times 1. So 6 plus 4 is 10 on top. And then I guess we got to show our work on this one. Man. Come on, baby. Not working. No. Sensor is coming. Good timing to do that. And then, okay, so what would the magnitude of this one be? 3, 4,
So 5.
5. Yeah, square root of 25 is 5 times 2 squared plus 1 squared would be 5, so it would be square root of 5. And then this reduces, 10 divided by 5, 2, so it's 2 whole square root of 5, and that's what we were trying to get to. I'll just put there. What? What?
What's the gloomy again?
Arsenalian. You live your life behind.
Yeah. Good job.
Carson's kind of savage.
We only did 3 problems.
Yeah, we only have one left. Yesterday we did 1 to 12. You guys missed all the fun.
You could watch it on YouTube though.
Yeah, he's giving out extra credit
Yeah.
giveaway at 25 subscribers.
Subscribers. 100 points.
Really?
Yes. I thought so.
So he looks so confused. What?
I was gonna make like 25 different Google accounts.
Alright. Yeah, I did record the first part, but yeah, gosh. I think I'm gonna have to help Daniel before I help you guys. Maybe. Okay. Anyway, let's finish the last one. We're on 19. Oh, it's an A and B.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, given ABC, so those are points, not vectors. A is at 1, -3. Find cosine of C and sine of C. Well, we know cosine of C, we can use that little formula they gave us. That cosine of C is supposed to equal the dot product of vector u times and vector v and over magnitude of u and v. We can use that formula to find cosine of c, and then after we do that, we'll talk about how to find sine of c. So, c is the angle, so I need to find out what vector CA would be. So we're going from C to the other two on this one. You only gotta find it. Yeah, it's going down 5 and down 5. So yeah, the first vector would be -5, -5. Well, would it be easier to use trigonometry? Hold on, let me think about this. You have to use log cosine, so it's not helpful. Yeah, probably wouldn't be. Never mind. Okay, and then let's see. How far? What is vector CB?
-7, 1.
You guys have a good meeting.
Sure.
Yeah,
Did you guys have a Jimmy John's? Or was that meant for you guys?
You've been in a lot of meetings today.
Uh,
Yeah, it's down 7, up 1, -7, 1. Okay, so those three that just came in, remember at the end of yesterday we used this formula. That's basically what we've been using most of this, but there's a little more to it, obviously. So anyway, remember that the dot product, when they put a dot right there, is -5 times -7 is 35, plus -5 times 1 is -5, so that'd be 30 on top. And then on the bottom, it'd be 5 squared plus, for the magnitude of u, 5 squared plus 5 squared, 25 plus 25 is 50, so it'd be square root of 50 right here.
So that'd be 30.
And this one would be 49 plus 1, what a coincidence, square root of 50. So the bottom is 50, so it's 30 over 50, what's that reduced to? 3/5. The book, cosine of, I put theta, but, what was it, C, right, on this one? Yeah, the book put 0.6, but 3/5 is the same thing, so I was 3/5 or 0.6. So we're not finding the angle on this one. They just asked us to find what cosine of C was. So we're stop right there, 19.
That was for A.
Yeah. Well, did they have 2 questions?
Yeah,
on that?
and then now we have to find the area.
Well, there's actually they asked for
Find cosine and sine.
they asked for sine of C. Does anybody have a good idea for sine of C?
I mean, we know the hypotenuse is gonna, we know the denominator is gonna be 5.
If we make a right triangle with this, this would be cosine adjacent and hypotenuse. You know what I'm saying?
3, 4, 5.
Right, adjacent hypotenuse, this one has to be a 4.
24.
So the sine is, opposite over hypotenuse, so it would be 4/5. So they put 4/5. Actually, they didn't put 4/5, but they put 0.8. So that's the other answer. Cool, Daddy-o. 19b, use the formula. You guys remember the area formula? The trig area formula? 1/2 AB sine of C that they wrote in there.
You do 1/2 and both of those. Times 5 times 3.
So yeah, we already found, when it says that little a there, that means the length of side A, which is across from angle A, which is like across from point A. I don't need to graph all that to explain. Let's see. Well, 20 is different, so it's okay if I don't. Okay. I'll draw a really quick sketch. Let's just do that. The square root of 50 thing, that negative came from the -5, that was from, what was that? That was C, vector CA. Yeah, it was vector CA. Anyway, that's square root of 50 was one of the sides. And this was another of the sides, square root of 50. And angle C would be the angle that was between those two, which we didn't really solve for it, but we could really easy. So I need to do what is cosine inverse of 3/5 or cosine inverse of 0.6 to find that angle.
I did sine inverse of 4/5.
Oh,
Does that
same,
matter?
it'll come out exactly the same.
Well, I don't know what it is exactly, because I did it all in the formula. I just,
What'd you get?
53 points.
Okay. So now we got all the info we need for the area formula. So it's 1/2 AB sine of C. So A and B are both square root of 50, so that would, anyway. Not really. So whatever that is. They got 20. Did you forget the 1/2? Okay. You got those 8 left, hopefully just 8. Josh, is that helpful?
What time are you getting home tomorrow?
I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow.
That would be cool.
Oh, our game would get
You
canceled.
want us to sit in the rain?
Didn't know they get.
That would be fun. Oh, thank you. If it was like warm
Even
and rainy.
Charlie
against
gave
the
you a look.
Against Millwater, so Loyal is lost.
Oh.
You want it to
I
rain
love
because
No, I wanted to go in the rain.
Yeah,
That would be a cool
I
experience.
thought, oh, who is it?
No.
Belgium's trying to.
We would all remember
we're
it.
it would be
It would be
cool.
better than
Yeah.
No, Welsh.
how cold it was in
Yeah,
Ireland.
really good. We have to play.
Yeah, it was.
Play.
Remember we all had blankets and stuff?
Hopefully
That's
well.
because you didn't bring it.
Hopefully, Shadra gets a bye.
I would assume so.
Hey, Daniel, let's do the
The
first
first
part of this.
Alright.
Yeah.
Mr. Jordan, what should we do about tomorrow? Like,
We're just
were you gonna go over the
What?
lesson with them?
I was,
Oh,
Baseball?
but
No.
I don't know if I'll have time to.
Can you just record tomorrow and I can watch it?
Yeah, of course. I recorded today's also.